At his first birthday, Chotu clutched a pair of handcuffs in his tiny hands. The room fell silent because almost everyone present was a prisoner. For a moment, the atmosphere turned awkward, yet they still gathered for a group photo. Just as the picture was taken, the prison's chief officer stormed in. Birthday celebrations were strictly forbidden. Everyone was ordered out and told to await punishment. Jang Hee stepped forward and said softly that she only wanted to celebrate her son's first birthday, but the jailer showed no mercy and tore the photograph into tiny pieces. Jang Hee's heart shattered with guilt because the truth was painful. She was serving a prison sentence, and her son was forced to grow up behind bars. A year and a half earlier, while she was pregnant, her husband had brutally beaten her, and during a violent fight, she accidentally killed him, for which she was sentenced to 10 years in prison. She gave birth while incarcerated, and under Korean law, a mother who gives birth in prison can keep her child with her for 1.5 years. During that time, Chotu became the light of the entire prison. Prisoners adored him, and even guards would lift him lovingly during their rounds. Slowly, Jang Hee began forming friendships. Though prison life was harsh and restrictive, having her son beside her made it bearable and even joyful. One day, a new inmate arrived and sat quietly in the corner. The other prisoners tried to intimidate her, but she showed no fear. Suddenly, Chotu toddled over to the woman and she pushed him away. Jang Hee lost control, lunged at her, and they crashed to the ground, pulling each other's hair, after which they were separated and placed in isolation for a day. That night, alone in her cell, the woman, Mary, collapsed, smashing her head against the wall and screaming that she didn't want to live anymore. Later, when Mary's sentence ended, a guard revealed her story to Jang Hee. Mary had been abused by her stepfather since childhood, and even in college, he tried to assault her again. Terrified, she fought back and struck him with an iron object, killing him. When her mother came home and saw what had happened, she offered no support and only blamed Mary, accusing her of destroying the family by killing its provider. Jang Hee listened in silence. A few days later, Mary returned from the hospital. Once again, Chotu walked toward her and wrapped his tiny arms around her, and this time Mary did not push him away, she held him.